How's your internet? Is it working all right?
It seems to be, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit jittery. Okay. So we need to.
That might be me moving around. I'm a little bit unstable with my laptop. I've got it on a cushion on my knee to try and get it at the right height.
So you wanted. What did you want to go over? What's purpose of the call in your mind?
We did the last hot seat over 3 months ago, so I thought, well, we'll probably need to just review.
Yeah.
I've been losing weight rather than gaining, so I just wanted to talk through that, really.
Yeah.
And just check I'm on track.
Yeah. Okay, so you've been losing rather than gaining.
Well, the last couple of weeks I had, yeah, I upped it last week. I did the temple, got all the stuff prepared, thought I'd posted it, and then when I checked back on the video link, I wasn't there. So I upped it anyway because I figured that's what I needed to do. So I've done two 10% carb increases.
Yep.
I'm currently on 2,420, something like that, calories.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. I've got your diet here. I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, so in three months, you've only upped it twice. Is that right?
Yeah, it took me a very, very long time to get with the 6 meal, the quantity from, I'd done like 2.5 months carb cycling beforehand. And so it really, I started it in November, but I didn't really start managing the meals properly until after Christmas. Yeah. And it was only because at Christmas I went, right, I'm having 2 weeks off. I'm just going to eat what the hell I like. And that got me back into the volume and the quantity. So I came back in January. So I've really only done that since January, actually.
Right, okay, that's fine. So you sound like you're on track, okay. Probably could have been doing a few more increases a little bit more frequently. Well, that comes to getting on the temple and remembering to post it.
I think it's my age. I'm going to blame my age.
Okay. But really what we need to decide is what's the goal in your mind? You know, we need to kind of put a time scale on. So if we look at, let me just share my screen. If we look at this model here, okay.
Yeah.
This is what I like to take you guys through on a yearly basis. Okay. So you did the 28-day plan. You was pretty much doing that nutrition plan for a whole year, I think.
Yeah, I did.
You had a fair bit to come off, and you've done that, and you've got down. You now in phase 1. Okay. Idea of phase 1 is to get that metabolic capacity. So how much nutrients you can handle without getting fat, is to get that as high as possible. Are you still there? You've gone off. Are you still there? Still
yeah.
There?
Sorry. I don't know what I did. I was trying to make the screen bigger so I could see it. Oh, crap.
I'll wait for you to get sorted. Yeah, this is in the self-mastery, this is anyway.
Oh, this is so annoying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to find, I can't find a flipping picture now. Hang on. Where are we? For some reason it went onto driving mode and I don't know how to get it off driving mode. No, not that way. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So currently we're in phase 1.
Yeah.
I like to take you guys through all these phases every year. Okay. It just makes the plan more sustainable. You're not constantly bulking and forcing food in. You're not constantly doing a restrictive cutting diet, which you should never have to do again if you follow this correctly. Okay. But what I like to do with the guys and girls is to set a date when you want to be in your peak condition for this year. Okay. I know you're not doing a show.
No.
But let's say if you're going on holiday at the end of August?
Yeah, it would be summer
Yeah.
sometime, and I'm not precious about when. So if there's a certain number of weeks we have to go through phases.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, I had thought, I'd quite like to do a photo shoot or something when I get to my ideal, but I'll decide that when I think I'm at my ideal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think what we definitely need is another month or so on the priming phase, this phase one. Okay. I would
Yeah.
like to be adjusting your food a little bit more regular. Okay. Because really looking at your nutrition plan, I want to be getting you up to about 3,000 calories.
Okay.
Okay. So got a little way to go yet. And the higher I can get that number without making you fat, the easier it is going to be through in phase 4 when we're trying to get you to your optimal body composition.
Yeah.
Because when you came to us from the start, you was out of condition, out of shape. We had to do a fairly restrictive plan just to get that off. Okay, so we don't ever really want to have to do that again. We don't ever really want to be taking your calories that low. Okay, we should be able to get you nice and lean on around 1,800 calories minimum. Okay.
Yeah, so that's not much less than what I started the bulking phase on then.
Yeah, so we need to get this up. I mean, when you was doing the resensitization phase, which is basically what the 28-day is, you would have been on around between 700 and 1,000 calories. Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. You just put me straight onto this the bulking one. So I went from the 700 up to 2,000, and I think that's why I struggled with it.
Yeah.
I've since read on your self-mastery the better way of doing it, which is to introduce it gradually, which would have been ideal because I think I'd have coped with it a lot better. It was messing with my head as well. I just couldn't couldn't get my head around it at all, from going down and down and down and down and not having any carbs to all of a sudden having carbs everywhere. I'm fine now, but it was just a real struggle for quite a few weeks, really.
Yeah. So what we need to do then is we need to set a date, have a date in mind, and then we need to work backwards. Okay.
I'd probably go August then, sometime in August.
So if we said the middle of August, 15th of August.
Yeah.
What we need to do is say, let's work 12 weeks back through phase 4.
Yeah.
We want about between 4, it depends on the fat transition and how you respond, but between 2 and 4 weeks on phase 3.
What's the fat transition then? What's that one doing?
So basically all we're doing is we'll manipulate your macros. Okay, we don't lower the calories whatsoever. We manipulate the macros, okay, and we increase your TDEE, which is basically your total daily energy expenditure, in ways that you're not really going to notice. Okay, well, that's just little things into training. So you'll naturally get quite lean just doing phase 3, and you'll not even have a reduction in calories.
Right.
Okay, everything that we do is to stop you from having to do anything severe through phase 4.
Yeah. So how long would you normally be doing phase 3 then?
4 to 6 weeks normally.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Metabolic adaptation for you now, we use this in 2 different places, but for you now, what we do is through phase 1, we push your food up and up and up and up. Okay. We will use the adaptation phase. Once you feel really, really full and the nutrients become a little bit hard to handle, we will either pull it back or we'll look where we can make improvements in your diet so your body can adapt to the current intake. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, one of the biggest things that what I find through here is just improving your meal timings, being more consistent with your meal timings, and that will help push you through that plateau. If that doesn't work, then we'll just manipulate the quantities and calories. Okay. So the phase 2 adaptation is just about manipulating your hunger hormones. There is a video in the Self Mastery and how this works. Okay.
Yeah, I read it. I didn't quite understand. Sorry, I listened to it, but I wasn't quite understanding what you actually do in the phase. I understand the purpose of it. It was just the what, really.
Basically, we lower the carbs. If that doesn't work, we lower your protein slightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how long would you be in that?
So some people are in that for a week or two, and then if they're out of that and have still got time, you put them back into phase 1. So phase 1 and 2 interlink.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just need to stay in 1 at the minute, don't I, and up the carbs.
We need a kind of like a start date for phase 3. So 12 weeks plus 4 weeks, 16 weeks back from the 15th of August. Make sense?
Okay. It does. I can't do that because I've got my phone on this at the minute, so I can't look the calendar up, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So when you do your temple on whatever day you do it, if you can just put my start date for fat transition is whatever that works out to be, just so that when I'm going through it, it gives me an idea how aggressive I've got to push in phase 1 and 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. In terms of training,
yeah,
it shouldn't be affected. It shouldn't affect your strength whatsoever. Okay. Especially because your calories, your nutrients are going to be really, really high. So not taking them really low like we did when you initially started is not going to have any effect on your strength whatsoever.
Okay.
So you should be pushing those numbers all the time. Now we have got the strength milestones in place, so.
Yeah, I am trying. I was just looking back over my results, from, since November. Most things I've managed to push up, apart from the bloody overhead triceps one. I've stuck at the same weight. I have improved in the sense that I don't have as many stops now, but I still can't get through the 20 reps without having to stop it. It's just the only one I just haven't managed to up the weights on. But I log everything on the app.
Yeah.
The question I did have was I didn't know whether I needed to change the program. I'm doing phase 2 3-day one at the minute. I can't remember what they call that one, which seems to cover everything because it's got the upper push, upper pull, and quads, calves, hamstrings in it. But I've got a lot of others that have just appeared in my program, and I didn't know whether that meant I should be changing onto a different one or not.
The way it works is a new program will come into your app every 4 to 6 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 6 weeks because it's 6 weeks since I started this one.
Now, what I say to the guys is you can change every 6 weeks if you like.
Yeah.
If you change, you need to take the weight that you was doing in the previous phase over to the new phase, because what a lot of people do is because they're in a new phase and the sets and the reps are different, they'll drop the weight. Okay, so they end up regressing.
Yeah. So
just because an exercise is in, say, 4th in order rather than 1st, you still need to lift the same weight.
Yeah, and I noticed on the last one, the ones that carried over and worked new exercises, it still had the records in.
It should do,
so I knew what I'd done previously, yeah.
That's why I encourage people to use the app, because it will bring all the weights forward.
Yeah. The other question I had was on the program I'm on at the moment, some of them are 3 sets, some are 2 sets, and some are 1 set. So where it's 1 set, I'm only doing 1 set. Should I be pushing that up each week?
Yeah, so every single program has a progression model. Have you not seen that?
That's why I'm asking the question, because I've seen the progression model in the self-mastery, which says you up the weights and you up the reps.
Yeah.
And you do the little chart that that goes up and then you drop it down after 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But I haven't got that on mine. And on the last one I was doing, I had a schedule that upped the reps and told me how many reps to do. I haven't got that on this one.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure whether I should be doing it, because I think it's on the legs, it says do 3 reps and 3 sets anyway, whereas on the today's, which was upper push, it was 1 set only, except for the forearms, in which case it was 2 sets.
Yeah.
So it was confusing me, really, because I thought, well, if it was all 1 set, then I could just up it. But if it starts off at 2 sets, does it? So I've just literally stuck to, if it says do 1 set, I've done 1 set. And I just wanted to check whether that was the right thing or not.
Yeah, there is a basic progression model in every single workout. Okay, I will try and get it on screen now, but it's sometimes
I don't know where to find that then.
Sometimes a bit slow when I'm sharing the screen. So just while this is loading, just going back to the workouts and when they pop into your app. So you can either change over when it suggests, or if you're making progress on your current workout, I would stick with it until it hits a plateau. Okay.
Well, I like the one I'm doing at the moment because it's got a good mix.
Yeah.
In, so I feel like I'm working lots of different areas, whereas the last one I didn't so much.
So what phase you want at the moment, Karen?
I'm doing phase 2, 3-day.
Yeah.
Can't remember is it metabolic? No.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Stability
Work. Yeah. Right, just going to share screen. Okay, so there should be. This is the stability work. Just change the view.
So I don't normally go into it on that one. I go into it on my phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have to do this on the laptop then to find it?
You should be able to find it in your phone. Once you're actually in the program on your phone, in the top right, 3 little lines. Press the 3 little lines, and it should come up with attachments. And you should see the progression model.
Oh, okay.
I would share my phone screen, but it's not, the computer's not picking it up at the minute. So it looks something like this.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a 7-week progression. All right. So week 1, 2 sets less than what it's prescribed. Okay. Now, if it says 1 set, you're obviously just going to do the 1 set.
Yeah.
Week 2, 1 set less. Week 3, the prescribed number. Week 4, drop the sets and make sure you increase the weight. Drop the set by 1, increase the weight. Okay. Make sense?
No.
No.
That's reducing your sets then. That's just that's not, to me, that's not increasing. Should, at the same time, are you increasing your weights then?
You should always be trying to increase your weights.
I always do.
Yeah, but on week 4, there should be a definite increase. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And you're also decreasing your rest time. Look.
Yeah.
Okay. Week 5, the prescribed sets. Week 6, add an extra set, and then week 7, you're going to deload to bring the sets back down, and you're
Yeah.
also going to drop the weight. Okay. All right. So if we look at the workout, look at it in your review. So it says on the progression, drop your sets by 2. Okay. Obviously, if you do that, you're not going to be doing anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Just take it down to one set.
Right.
Then week 2, it would be 2 sets. Week 3, 3 sets, and so on. And then you drop it back, push your weights up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that'd be the same on everything. It's just going to stop you from getting injured because we're concentrating on pushing them weights up all the time. So it's going to vary your volume and the work done in each session.
Okay.
You're looking confused.
Yeah. I think I've just got to get my head around it and actually apply it to the particular program I'm on.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
This progression model here, it's just a rough guide. Okay. It's just to teach you to each week to increase and then decrease. Okay, through the phase.
yeah, I'm just not really seeing any increase. It all seems to be do less, drop the sets.
So in week 1 on the program, it'd be 1 set. Week 2 is going to be 2 sets. Week 3 is going to be 2 sets. You should be pushing your weights up. Then you're going to drop your set, push your weights up.
Yeah.
Then back to the prescribed sets. Make sure your weights are going up, but you're going to decrease your rest time. And then you're going to add another set. So you'll be on 4 sets by this point. And then you're going to drop it back down to 2.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be worth just planning it out before you start the phase, so you know exactly what you're doing for the 7 weeks. And if you want,
Yeah, should I start back as if this is week 1 then?
you could do, yeah.
Seeing as I haven't been doing it.
Yeah, and I would just write in here, print this off, and write in here what you're supposed to be doing in terms of.
Yeah.
All right, but we can on some of the phases there'll be extra intensifiers that you need to do. Your rest time will decrease or increase. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's that covered. What else was you wanting to ask on?
That was it really. I think what I want to do, but I just haven't found the time to do it, is just to try and chuck in some more options in my meals.
Yeah.
Getting a bit bored with it, if I'm really honest.
Right.
But that's for me to do within, what's in there.
Have you seen the macros spreadsheet?
Yeah, you've sent me that now. I've just been flat out the last few weeks with work, so I just haven't had enough headspace really to sit and work my way through what I need to do.
I mean, what I would do, the way I would do it, is I'd look at the nutrition plan and I would just make one change each week.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how I would do it, rather than sort of overwhelming yourself and trying to come up with a complete new plan.
Yeah. I've actually got used to the nuts and the avocados, which I hated when I first started. So it's amazing what you can adapt to.
Yeah, it's changing taste buds.
Yeah, completely.
Okay, but that's
Should I still be having a cheat meal? That's the other thing.
definitely.
I haven't been, because it's a lot to just do on top of what I'm already eating. But the only time I've had them is if I've had something to go to and it's been, a little bit off plan. I've gone, oh, that's my cheat meal.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You need to be having that really.
Yeah.
And get some extra calories in this phase. Have you done your body fat scores lately?
Yes, I did that. That was the bit I was waiting for last week because I hadn't done my measurements. So I'll do them again. It's pretty much stayed the same. So the last time I did them, it was 23.4, and when I started this phase, it was 23.4.
Yeah.
The lean mass is what's changed.
That gone up?
Yeah, so it's gone up. Well, when I did it in pounds, it was a better number. It was 5.9 pounds, but my body fat's gone up 1.8 pounds. So I'm sort of there or thereabouts.
Yeah, but the overall percentage is the same.
Yeah.
Do you use the spreadsheet we've got in here to track it?
No, I haven't been. I'm going to though, and I'm going to backtrack as well and stick all the old ones in because I've still got them.
In here, body fats calculator.
Yeah.
What you'll need to do is log in via a laptop, ideally. Okay. Same password, username as what you use for your app.
So that's actually a calculator then, not just logging.
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay.
It's a spreadsheet, so you'll like it.
Only if I understand it. If I don't understand them, I get really annoyed. Oh, that reminds me, I've sent you. It's only today. Sorry, I thought I'd done it, but I hadn't. I've sent you that daily worksheet thing.
Oh, cool, nice one. Yeah, so went to loads.
Oh, this is the one that Neil used to put into when he did my measures.
That's right. Neil used skin folds measurements here.
Yeah.
Then use calipers, but we don't need that because you guys should be using the online calculator, which is this link here.
Yeah, which I do.
Yeah, so all you do is input your weight. It should work out, the formula's in here to work out your lean mass and fat mass, and then you put your body fat percentage in there, okay? And then it will calculate your lean mass and fat mass, and you should hopefully see that going up, and this pretty much staying around the same, your lean mass.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also put in what your target body fat percentage is. So for you ladies, we're looking at 18%. All right. That's once you come into your phase 4 cutting phase, we want to be getting you to 18%. Okay. And it'll just give you a rough guide of how many kilos and pounds you've got to lose and how long it's going to take you at £2 a week or £4 a week, however you make the formula. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'd start using that, and like you said, backtrack it if you've got all the numbers.
Yeah, I have. I do that every. Well, when I've been doing the temple, it's only the last couple of weeks I've missed it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got something else there to keep you motivated to see that you're still progressing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel as if you got a bit of a goal and on track?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just a bit worried about I didn't know whether I was doing the weights thing right, and I knew I needed to sort of push on the food a little bit more. So yeah, no, that'll be fine. I just need to make sure I'm doing the temple.
Yeah, that's crucial.
Mm.
Yeah, because you should now, where you are, you need an adjustment every single week.
Yeah,
your body will be adapting really quickly now.
And that's what I found after the last one.
Yeah,
really surprised. So it was just dead easy. Added them in, didn't really notice any difference. Yeah, and was still. I wasn't feeling hungry though. That's the thing. I was using the hunger as the measure of going up, but I should have used the weight, really, shouldn't I?
Use the weight, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, bro. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.